And we're finally back to it. Finally back to Ace Attorney, the #1. I totally did not forget that I still have this game going. So, when we left off, something about a Texas Ranger, Marshal or something. Something about February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. February 24th. I'm so sorry, Miss Wright. Sorry for what my sister said. Yeah, I kind of need the drastic crime require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order to get him to, for him to get the there. No, we knew that the SL9 is just another name for the Joe Dog killings. Yes. Like everyone's heard he's killing but me. Funny, it's only been 2 years. No, I wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. Why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. New York's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. What did you have to do with those killings, Emma? I swear when I saw these things on Luca Jin's playthrough years ago, and I've been going back to it to I always thought he had more of a smirk. But, like, yeah. What's the point? Murder. Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Well, Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes, I was a witness to the Joe Dog trial. Didn't see that one coming. Okay, talk. SL9. Because I kind of forgot about what's going on. Happened 2 years ago, okay? It was right about this time of year, too. There was terrible thunderstorm that day in I was alone in my sister's office. Going to eat dinner together once she finished her work. And suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. I'll say he kind of has the same look on his face that I do at work. Very dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, shit. Excuse me. Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dog tried to take me hostage. Before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled me. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. And I saw him burned it, then burned it, a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. I don't remember the moment that dark stabbed Mr. Marshall, but you weren't able to testify about that. No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. You must be right. Why has she made up the crime? Made up? You mean provide bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. And so that's when it all started. You can't even... Let's start. Give me on. Actually, I like the look of... Hard to do stuff like that. Anyway, even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true. Oh, shit. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. After being cold that she is today, she must not have been able to face up to what she did. Thanks a lot, Emma. Okay, permanent picture. What did you see in that instant the crime occurred? I don't know, I kind of liked it better when they were just like shadows. Now I see it, it kind of looks goofy. Mark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. I came to Lana was cradling me in her arms. Why am I here? Through so much. Oh my God, this girl. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words wouldn't come out. You need sustenance. Thought I opened it before I started stream, but as usual. The picture but wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided when I grew up I'd become a scientific investigator. I won't be able to fight crime with my testimonies. Find the evidence to make the airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. You didn't know she forged evidence before. I don't think you knew. I see. Do you, Phoenix? You really? I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. There's still something that bothers me about that crime. It's something puzzling. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. Their dog had been taken for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the... No! No, by her grandmother. Dumbass. God. Sometimes, I swear, Phoenix. Of course, this happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. Why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective officers in the questioning room were right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? Alana was chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? No. 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dart case, she was transferred to a prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Okay, Vic. Move. Move. Patience with her. Bring out the accused. Hello. Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble. Yeah. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? Alana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Alana, someone told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago, and how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Can you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright. Oh my god. This is going to be like a two-parter, isn't it? Law of revelations were uncovered in the trial today, not just the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Dun dun dun! Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as much. You know how obsessive Officer Marshal can be. The trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. Couldn't be helped, Lana. That trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. I'll draw one aside. The fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murder at the police station. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness, Miss Starr, said. Damn. I just really got him. Actually took a look at that face. Yeesh. You stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. No, but actually, yes. I understand. Why don't you tell us, Emma? This doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so phased before. Okay, Detective Lana Sky. True, I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. Seeing him with his eyes. He looks more smug in that picture with his eyes shut like that. She's striking a pose. We still talk about the case that she and Chief Gant worked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of the police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Damon Gant, he was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. He solved crimes before the reports via filed. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I was planning on becoming a prosecutor. And really, the reason I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you can use that experience in court, right? Against the SL9 incident. Case was crucial to this resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. The dark investigation. Shed some light on it, won't you? 2 years ago, I was made second in command of the detectives investigating the second command. That means the investigation thing was named Gann, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Ganton and I shared the same office, the same investigations. They even had the same office. It's like a parrot. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, who was Big Marshal and Angel Star. It was the first time Marshal worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. I asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Shit. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene was me. Now you tell us. Jimmy Gann and Dean Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages. Dark must have suddenly panicked, so he waited until Gann and Marshall let the guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Ganton and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, huh? Appears so. Let's fill on some paper while Ganton and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor. It smelled blood. 3 bodies. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim Emma, who had passed out, and yet suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems that Mr. Marshall struggled out the blood before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. Picked out Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let's get this straight. You're all involved in the SL9 incident. That's correct. That's right. By coincidence, I don't buy it. Sam, there's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in the incident. Just by chance. Well, that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because he didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he was convinced of the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police station. Right? Yes, in the office I didn't Gann and I shared. The office that Mr. Grant now occupies by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SO9 murder. I wish I could figure out how to do sound effects. Okay, that's it. Vic. Move. Yeah. February 24th. I swear to God, the second day is, for some reason, I feel like the second day is always so much easier to freaking navigate. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here now today. Right, Chief of Detectives. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right, we can come back here later. Man must be the Chief of Detectives. She's staring at the screen so hard it might shatter. What? Dark case may have been fabricated? That's what I thought all along. Yeah, sure. Just never bothered telling him. Uh-huh. Work, huh? You're right. Move. Alright. Oh. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. Never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy tried up this morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Oh. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary experience, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, pardon. Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence found. For example, the murder weapon. Murder weapon. You mean that switchblade, a knife with a broken tip? That was Joe Dark's. Alright. But the initial autopsy report, the question was raised. Question? Later, the knife was not a perfect match with the wound of the victim that sustained. What does that mean? It means there is a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. Holy crap, but this is the first time I actually looked at his face. He's in this pose. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been raised. The facts have been concealed with forged evidence. That case left behind scars on all of us. Wow, Final Fantasy VIII. Jeez. To be honest, I tried to play that Switch ended up going like 9 hours. Oh, damn. Oh, triple try. Oh, man. The days when I could actually... I tried playing... I did try playing Final Fantasy VIII a while ago. A couple months, I think, on Xbox. Unfortunately, this year I'm walking into the C's exam with the line. Oh, damn. Scores at the SO9 incident left behind us. Excuse me. I got the wits, but he got the brains. He was the one of the prosecutor, so best prosecutor on. I had just made detective when that went down. It was our first case together. It was also your last, unfortunately. Or was it your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor, you mean the King of Prosecutors. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Unless you're Edgeworth and you don't give a damn. Mr. Marshall must have really was with his brother. The day of the SL9 place. That wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. I was drizzling that morning. By nightfall, there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. Tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered and the evidence locker was empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? They did something to him too. The commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? What are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean David Gant and the honest guy. Investigation. And the Damon Gant is second in command to the honest guy. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yep. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. He's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said it's new prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. You mentioned it, Emma did something like that too. I mean, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret was too well guarded. I never found out. My secrets all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him the evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Got it, smile. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. You become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Alright, let's try the criminal affairs department again. Oh, hey. Hey. Alright, let's try the criminal. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. Well, the chump probably should. Yeah. That's all he's done every time we see him. He even did that on the witness stand, if I remember right. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Huh? Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. The chief prosecutor saying that what she did and the decision about what to do. Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right, you can't go in there. That's off limits. I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office, so at least that's why I was outside the door. the pipe organ. It's real, isn't it? Sorry. Hey, I used that to take that take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used it on me little Ms. Bach. Now you know where all the public security funds went. I never remember where C was. Ah! Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant! Put that paper he was reading in his desk. Oh, righto. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshal's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. See that big picture over on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. And this is Mr. Marshall's brother, prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with this picture. Can't quite put my finger on it. Photo at the award ceremony. Whatever, who cares? Anyway, I like to reminisce all day, but there's all matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case was long since been over. There's no need to investigate any further. All the same, we still like to have a... All the same, we like to... Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we weren't welcome. Seems like the case isn't over with yet after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied your request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around there. You mean like a clue? There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Okay. No. Hey! Let's steal someone's ID. Why not? Oh, god damn it. Yes. Back to clicking on options. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. I'm sitting so long? Actually, I'm serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. Because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. And we've gone talk. Why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Well, this guy's a Gully party here, right? Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, as you know, they've been a lot of rumors around. Excuse me. Going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this, are there really so many people who hate him? Check the jail cells. Not a world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth only has that. But he's young. There's no better recipe I know for making enemies. Hey, Dick. Hey, keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch sometime again. Sometime big treat. Well, Carlin would like to have a word. I know, right? I find that's the thing I don't like about this case is they completely ignore. Like, I know it came when later on it was added to the game, but still, it's based only like 2 months after the whole mess with Von Karma and shit, and they never say a damn word except for I think at the beginning, and that was Phoenix reminiscing. Yes, sir. Yeah, take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure. Excuse me. I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth might just crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. Seems generally concerned for Edgeworth. Oh, did you find out anything? The only evidence left behind was during his final attack. His final attack, he killed Prosecutor Marshal. He was trying to protect some girl. He seems to take the gun. She never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Oh, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written here somewhere in here. Powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him a murder weapon. Might jog his memory. Mark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. What made him take that to serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. So it was an accident? An accident, yes, but transformed him into an animal. An animal? Killed a man that witnessed the accident. God damn it. Then kill him. Then you saw the second crime. Kid walked. Jogger. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Of course, this was all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence, so he turned himself in. Yes, but the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor. Yes, but the motive rivaled you for the best hitman status, so he didn't turn himself in. I stand by the whole Meat Mountain thing, okay? That crime was witnessed by someone who, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. Okay, court record. No, that's Edward's knife. Oh, Beck presents. Okay. About this. Hey, is that? And the tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. They Detective Goodman was murdered and suddenly disappeared from the locker. It was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Talk. The murder weapon! This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus it had fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it in the murder. Or anyone. That. Oh dear. Hey. Oh. Right. That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. That's smart ass. Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where that broken. Sounds like you need to do. Yeah. Well, I got this. And this. Started selling a little bit of the C4 stuff at work. So it's fantastic. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. That's morbid. It was found deep inside the stab wound. That matched Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fiber. That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report added to the court record. And switchblade knife updated on the court record. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask the Chief Gant. No, not money, but it doesn't concern the Chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The Chief's out now and his office is locked. We'd like to have a look around if that's okay. Well, say any detective's ID card unlock the door. What, really? What if I let a civilian in there? I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. So in other words, gumshoes are our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we could show him that would change his mind. I've been setting up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Edgeworth's presentation to think people are accusing him of injustice. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal. You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on, you know. After all, the serial killer is on the loose. Alan was pretty clear on his reputation. He forged evidence in order to prove Dark guilty. Hey, that's it! That's the key to prosecutors. Or that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. You got the award ceremony that function? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why does the award have a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. About that jar. But I think I've seen it before somewhere. Somewhere? Or maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives. It's supposed to be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. Like I'm in the Chief's office and he's yelling at me. Chief Gant? Where could I have seen that before? It's the ID card record, isn't it? Yes, there's only one number left to investigate at 4:20 p.m. Victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room along with someone else, someone with an executive officer number. That's 17 too many, Detective. Executive officer. I might just have a hunch. That'll be something. No one's here today, not even Miss Starr. He's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. What we've proved in court today on the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15. Yeah. Thought we were finally making some headway in that case, but instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look a lot more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. We've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Wonder where if Edgeworth's back yet. There he is. He looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? Jesus Christ. I'm sure it's quick to throw the paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live with the past 2 years with rumors flying around. That's another allegation to me. Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his feelings. So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. Wow. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know about it. I mean, that's the evidence. Yeah. I mean, the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. That bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. Police department's error is my error. My responsibility as prosecutor in charge. The fact remains that the being no longer matters that excuses I might have. Edgeworth. I take pride in my work, so tell me why. Why has it all come to this? Edgeworth can't keep his kind of emotion bottled up. You up for a trial tomorrow? First last year's trial and now this one. Seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk on the trial. Tomorrow's the last day. It's going too late to change prosecutors. I bet that what my superiors were banking on. Never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this. What do you mean? This list of evidence seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. It's only half as long as most lists? That's odd. After Marshal was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. He not been put in part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. The picture says something that seemed strange about it. Can you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in the ceremony over at the station, right? I've never cared for ceremonies, but I've had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this. Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished it up at the office in the morning and drove over to the police department. We finished up at this point. Yeah, there. medical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to office that day. That is until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to take that hat, didn't he? Yeah, so there's a piece of evidence in the case that was closed half a year ago. What? Oh, I'm thinking the wrong case. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So can you come back here? You came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to. That's right. Yeah, you think he wanted to show it off. This is the king of prosecutors, right? Of course it is, you know. I saw something today that looked like this somewhere. Something that looked like that? Yeah, only different. Now, where was it? She's right, something is amiss here. Maybe I should show Edgeworth that item. Okay, back. Present. I know what it is. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. This picture was hanging on the wall of Chief Gant's office. How did he get it? Prosecutor Neil Marshall. I just happened to think about that. Is that the same picture? And just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like around 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. Story? Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling us? Simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the word was based on. What? What the hell is that? This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. Chinese word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd and the second means shield. Have you heard this story? Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake. Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with two items. The first was a halberd he claimed would slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed would withstand any weapon. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Those claims contradict each other. They're perceptive, but then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, you mentioned the very description of these items discredited them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. Thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born. Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize precisely so. They symbolize merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this. Oh, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. If that's so, then why are you only given a shield? About to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the Award abolished. Chief Gant. Okay. Examine. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. You crazy Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him, I'll check it out. Right. Take the gumshoe out the window there. Oh no, he's falling on top. Hold on. First, let me see what the girl's doing crawling around my feet. He didn't even look. Letter of... You're having trouble reading. I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if something's inside me has died. Every time I go into work. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it was your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. The path I've walked hasn't been an adjustment. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. No one else should forgive me. Uh-oh, I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation, I wonder if I can use it for anything. So we take it. We still... Oh man, back. Okay, move. Back. Is there anything more we can talk to? Nope. Okay. Move. Excuse me. Oh, it's her. Would you, either of you, care for a quarter pound of roast beef? Miss Starr, but she's not. You certainly are the curious one, aren't you? I'm like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Still, I never thought you'd be taking up that case from 2 years ago. When this trial was given involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was. I don't know what's from the books at me. Dudes who transfer, I just can't. I couldn't put it past them. I don't even. Honestly, I don't think Phoenix is. Can't be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness? Instant, Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Starr's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Alright. Joe Dark. That's a name I'll not soon forget. Betrayal. Held him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor Jake Marshal, though, he must have been going through hell. I mean, because of his brother's death. They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake speak like that made Okay, I'm going to guess that it's supposed to be him, not her. Her? Oh. She explains it. My sister. That's the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. These two. Damon Gant and Striker Pose Lana and Sky. Lana and Chief Gant. legendary parrot was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out. I mean, with the forging of the evidence? Don't get me wrong. No dog got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. You don't have proof anything illegal was done. Not proof enough for what happened. After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. I always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. If I'm not yawning, I'm coughing. Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter. She was being used. Amy Gant and Lana Sky. And we showed this picture again. Gant led the investigation with Lana second command. They were the best. They've solved all kinds of cases he has, she told us. Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal. The magnetism. And that means his ability to attract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Incredible evidence? You mean, oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, though. Figured she's talking about forged evidence. No, she's talking about her hands. And his homemade chili. Jesus. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All that detective wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. See what I mean? That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshal. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from this shock. That's what makes it all more infuriating. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Being used. Not transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? I know it's to push the story, but goddamn do I get sick and tired of them asking the same stupid questions 1,000 times. Particularly when it's in the same scene. Yes, thanks to Chief and for influence. Chief. And that stuff. That's right, having solved this SL9 case, his position as chief was secure. There was only one thing left for him to control. Then no one could stand his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred? He could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That meant must have been his goal all along. How could he control Lana? I don't know. One thing's for sure, ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been no reason for a change. Last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, Rocky. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I can. Okay, back. Move. Move. Oh, you're back. You're still here. I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files, turning to a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that's DJ. I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer is still no. I'm not letting you into the chief's office. Period. Putting my neck on the line. That office is the last crime scene that I saw 9 months ago. I had to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can make the detective change his mind. Well. Yeah, if I hit the right button. What's this crumpled piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious. Is he ever not serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far. Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cool as ice, too. I know him differently. He trusted us detectives to provide him with the sound evidence. We betrayed him. Detective. I hate those cuts. That's it. I made up my mind. But here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this for Mr. Edgeworth's sake. Alright, detective, thank you. Alright. Okay, move. Chief's office. There. Chief's office. Here it goes. Click. Beep. Chief's office. We're here. Someone finds us now. Detective Gumshoes are bailed. If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Oh, shoot. What are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered you unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card! I hardly ever get a chance to come in here, but I figured I'd have a look around myself, because we're all in this together now. You really want to get to her, don't you? No, if we're lucky, no, come on, we see what we can find here. I've got a bad feeling about this. Examine. Slide. This was taken on that day 2 years ago. They Joe Dark ran out of the question room and killed Emma. Alright, after receiving his reward trophy, Moose and Marshal took a picture of it. Then went along with Chief Gant to the Prussian Dark. I bet he never knew he did just a few hours later. Gee, you think? The shells are mostly empty. Anonymous of a clean them when she transferred over to Marshall's office. Here's a small picture for anyone. Hey, this is when Anna and I went to a theme park. This is on his desk. I'm sure it's tidy. Always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. It looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Has Lana ever come back here? Nope. Let's keep it clean in memory of their partnership. He was still alive when he made up. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the Damn it. Back. Who's here? This is safe, isn't it? Safe. Tower is ripe with intrigue. Okay, if you say so. Looks like code needs to be in your pound document. Okay, if you say so. 7-digit number. I think I might know what it is. You know what that it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know. You want to try my birth date. It's... You know what that it is? Oh, there it is. Here, let's go. Good confirm. Woo! Bingo. Dinner. Whose birthday was it, pal? Final note on that card. What? How about a mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day? You mean... Yeah. I think you're 1/7 shy this time. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID card number. Say, anyone care to look inside? No. Is there any money in there? How much does he have? Are you going? Why are you so interested in whether he's got money in there, Gumshoe? Look, it's a jar from a broken cup. Someone looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in there too. What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth. Hey, I saw some wearing a shirt like that once. I think the chief made up the design. I don't think so. Well, it's just a thought. Excuse me. In the safe? Oh, no, so it's empty now. Piece of cloth and a handprint on that broken shirt from the cup. Look like pieces of evidence. But unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. Or else my neck on the line, I'm afraid. I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to them? Well, there's got to be something we can show that detective. Present. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Those were the days. It was just... Oh, I'm really getting stalled. Is this or a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. The shards DS SL9 incident sticker. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment for this one. And this one? That was in the safe. That's the one. Let's. Yeah. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Several fragments. Get that shard. Take a crack at this. Jesus Christ. Alright, here's some glue. I can piece this together again. Prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here it goes. There we go. Yay! There, it fits like a charm. What? That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. Well, way to go, Velma. In other words, he can steal a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But, you guys, get a load of this. What is it? This piece you just touched. It's different from the others. There's a reddish line on there. Reddish line. That's blood. I get it. Why would the Chief Gant hide this in the safe, unstable jar? Yeah. Size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier. Oh, it's you two, Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. In most cases, that list runs twice as long as it. You look at the case name. Huh? SL9 incident? Wonder what this was doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said I wonder what about the evidence lists. Normally they were twice as long. That's right, I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. Outside the list of evidence. List of evidence. It seems too short. Most of this is twice as long. Be the other half of the list. I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Slide. Oh no, that is stupid. Whoa, this bear must have been covered in blood. This is from that incident? It must be. The prosecutor Neil Marshal was murdered 2 years ago now, so the branch is kind of dull. So a murder really did take place here. Huh. That's what I'm thinking. That desk on the other side of the room. Was it your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for them that day 2 years ago. Anyone using it now? No, sir. Entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the privacy. It's a strange reason to leave it here. Usually as a warning to everyone else who wants us to follow the Yeah, it does. Let's see. That's a weird position for him. Oh. It's like Chief Gant and clean my names in for each morning. Still 2 years have passed since I had that. I asked ask you something? Sure. You only came here to look around, right? That's one of the SL9 scenes. I mean, it's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah. You wouldn't be... No. Yes! No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, now then. Let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. Huh? What is it? Someone tells you don't worry about it. It's supposed to start bothering you now. You just don't let it go at that. This guy's starting to count. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Alright? What do we think of him? Chief Gant, so it's finally come to this. This smiling, crazy man who's always asking if people are swimming. What do I think of him? He likes to swim. Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet. There you go, ignore me again. Smiling symbol. This is the real deal, isn't it? His armor and these weapons. Yours, pal, the chief doesn't care much about invitations. First the pipe order, now this order. You know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? What, you mean they're paying for this? That's it, I'm not paying 1% of my taxes. God damn, do I wish. I don't have any taxes to pay yet. Shh. Be careful what you say. Who knows the chief may be hiding in his armor as we speak. Nothing fit in there. If we did, we'd never be able to get out back out. And now you guys don't know how scary that guy could be. Why can't it just ask? Oh, that looks like a face. Sword ensures a second hold. Occasionally we hear blame from criminal affairs department. That's on the second floor, and this is the 15th floor. Detective moves up to the chief calls him back to this office and makes him listen to orders. It's so bad like that, music sounds like the store. After that, detective can't hear anything for days except for ringing the ears. So it's an instrument punishment. There it goes. The chief's ears that was elected. Never listens to anyone there anyway. That's beside the point. decided to advance thanks. Evidence for the SL9 incident. And the other half that is pushed over. Please be guaranteed. You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. He would drop that. First, the chief wanted to use the glass for his window. Really, why didn't he? He said he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view. Stained glass on its huge window. Why are you so interested in there being money in there? Oh, there we go. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark stain here. Looks like blood. This piece that Chief has is different, though. Blood stain in the other pieces are just spots, but this one is line. It is odd. Got to stay positive. She was waiting for it. Yeah, it looks like the right side. And this is probably more than that. Look at the back of the forehead. Back. What the hell? And this looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? You can't make it out. Quiet about it, huh? Oh, no, it's not. Why are your eyes moving about like Mr. Right? That's right. Better not forget about this picture. This is think some fingerprints. It's a good idea. Alright, good. Oh, sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that? Good, take my fingerprints. This is it. We're talking about that cloth. See? Oh! certainly. Where's your sense of humor? Ha ha ha. Completely whoosh on this thing. Where are you, my mom? I told her a million times. Alright, let's get this over with. Come on. There we go, the middle finger. I feel like that's appropriate. Oops. Alright, nope. 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 Ooh, that can't be good. Oh, that ain't good. How can this be? There I am, set fingerprints doing here. Hey, found out match. Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to match. Oh, that's too bad. But maybe Dark's prints. Hey, you over there. Oh, over here. What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information for Mema for now. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Well, was I any help? Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence. Well, that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant! Thanks, Alma. We didn't think you'd be back so soon. Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking on my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog running right into a pool. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. Me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Yes, sir, sorry. Oh, you in the coat? Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir. We'll be on our way to... Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet. Please, sir. I'd like a word with you. But, sir, I'm not nice and sound into it. You with the spiky hair, you're free to go. Oh boy. You're free to go. Look, pal, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits. Thanks, Gumshoe. Thanks. But no, you just had to go sneaking in like that, didn't you? You didn't try to stop us. I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, that. If I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. No shit. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was holding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why he kept really silent about this. Anyway, you listen to me. I'm going to try to smooth things over with Chief again. Later, pal. After that, there for a minute, she said the police wanted to ask her some questions. She'll be busy for the rest of the day. Detention center, visitors room. You see, so the chief asked them not to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's final day of the court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really, I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. You did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. The kid is the term you use, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. I have to admit, I was more than a little perplexed at first. You insisted that you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual. One intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say. Do you think I'm protecting this person? Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more likely. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence. Pardon its sickness, right? Who, may I ask, is this person you're speaking of? One I'm supposedly frightened of. What is this person's name? Meekins! No. Take that! That's just way too stupid, and I really... Oh, damn, now I really want to see her reaction. Well, Miss Guy? Now she turns around and Mr. Wright, you're addressing the chief prosecutor. And do not forget your place. I think she's still not ready to spill the beans. No apologies. Please tell me a bit more about what you think you know. We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective. Assuming he was respectable, then tell me it's something. Why would he try to hide his crimes? His crimes? With you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence. Of course, those were serious offenses. Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name is never mentioned? Chief Gant? Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party he could have possibly tampered with the evidence was me. I had access because I was second command of that investigation. Yes, you, but one other, Damon Gant. If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you need more than just words. Show me proof that Chief Gant falsified evidence in that case. Oh, I almost forgot about the pot. Whoever the hell that thing is. I just found this in the safe in the chief's office. This jar piece. This piece of cloth. Oh, yes, it could have been a piece of cloth. Do you know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing the evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him? Touche, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmise. I cannot disobey the chief's orders. But if it means being found guilty for murder, why not? Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you what you do that. 3 days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate. Murder of Detective Goodman. Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. That's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can't say that I was given an order that day. I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car. Excuse me. It's as I suspected. Despite that, everyone believes you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman. Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk's lock was broken, and I discovered the murder weapon while inspecting the body. The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife? No. I found the body. This was the knife stuck in it. Knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife. I couldn't just leave that knife in there, so I took it out and stabbed him with the other knife. That would be Edgeworth's knife. That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand. And that's the reason for the bandage on your right hand. Yes, it seems like you got blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then he saw just as I plunged the knife in. Mrs. Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly? It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be opened again. My intent was to prevent that by whatever means possible. After you hid Dark's knife, the weapon used to stab the victim, detective was evidence in Joe Dark's case. Word got out which way the reporters were and filled they were. So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it in Edgeworth's exhaust pipe. Brilliant. Right, then I called my sister. Tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my mouth. You asked Emma. I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this. That would explain why Emma was so confident about Lana's innocence. Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day. Bad feeling. The truth is, after I received orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. Phone call to Patrolman Jake Marshall. Marshall? Why on earth would you call him? The lead investigator for SL9 incident had been murdered. One of the factor kept hidden and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or at least I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seems that after I spoke with him, he went off on his escapade of his own. Oh, you mean not watching and in the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands. I want to know where he hid all his hair. I mean, I'm guessing it was inside the jacket, but for crying out loud. He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence. He had already stolen the ID card. It seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, my remaining doubts, he must have disappeared. So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room. And Meekins got stabbed. You'd think this guy would be called in for questioning, wouldn't you? And so he probably hears everything going on. I'm afraid that's all I can tell you, but Lana, you've earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and as an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court. Tomorrow's trial, only one way to drive off all these demons. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago. To be continued. Oh, thank Christ.